it as 14 tornado warnings. So Terry, stay safe out there. We'll check back in with you as you continue to make your way from Martin County up into the St. Lucie County area.
All right, yeah, thank you, Terry, for that perspective. A lot of...
All right. What's up, everybody? What's up? Good afternoon. Hope you guys are doing good. I left my phone. Give me 1 second. Let's go grab my phone wherever I left it.
I'm sure that'll be extended.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Again, we told you yesterday that we'll be watching for this threat for these tornadoes, and this is pretty much unprecedented for our area, especially the kind of magnitude of the tornadoes that we're seeing. So we've got you covered. We've got 4 meteorologists in-house right now, and I want to start with Vanessa and get a real quick update on the new tornado warnings, because Vanessa, they're up and down Lake Okeechobee right now. And again, these are talked about as on the ground, large and very dangerous tornadoes. And then of course, you can see again, when you see these hook echoes, Vanessa, again, we've got this new warning, that new warning in effect until what time?
For Okeechobee County until 2:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, so Okeechobee County, there has been a report of a tornado on the ground. We had our Taylor Hernandez, that live shot that she was showing. Mm-hmm. That was also a confirmed tornado. We also have a St. Lucie County possibility of a tornado right now as we speak. And Vanessa, these are traveling very quickly towards the north and northwest as I'm seeing right now. What are we talking about as far as the direction of travel?
So the direction of travel about northwest, about 30 to 40 miles per hour to the north. And there's just a lot of shear and rotation now heading towards Tradition area and Port St. Lucie. I have a couple friends there that live there, and I told them to hunker down and stay away from windows. This is just a large tornado that may be on the ground. It's just south of Port St. Lucie and Tradition. And
great advice again. So take and heed that advice. As you know, we have seen these tornadoes on the ground. So treat this as this is a damaging tornado on the ground. And now we're concerned because this is moving into places like Tradition and Port St. Lucie. So this is going to be a highly populated area of St. Lucie County. So heads up as we get into your community.
All right, let me check the chat. How you guys doing? How you doing? Let me see what we're saying here. We're going to talk about Lieutenant Dan in a bit. Still refusing to leave. Now, there were reports that he said he was leaving, but Brian Enton was out there. He said he's still out there. And supposedly the police said, oh, they rescued him. No, he's still out there. Noah. My mother, she's coming after work. So she's she gets out at 5. She was gonna come in the afternoon, but she decided to wait longer. Right now, this is my weather. This is what you see on the top right-hand side. It's just cloudy and windy, like the wind's picked up. I moved in part of the stuff off the balcony. And, there's been some tornado warnings throughout the entire day today. Even some not so close to me, but still within my county. And I think it's category 4 right now. We're going to take a look at some of the updates. If you guys could hit the like button too, please. That helps me out. I appreciate that. And I'm pretty much, I'm hunkered down. Do you get 60 miles per hour? Pretty much hunkered down. Yeah, he's still in his boat. Bug Love. What the hell? I'm not in the eye of the hurricane path. I saw JLR's out there driving around. You better be safe. So, all right, let's talk about Lieutenant Dan for a little bit. So let's just a little bit of the story. Lieutenant Dan refusing to leave Tampa. Let me fix this here real quick. Too much on the screen. Refusing to leave Tampa. As Milton approaches, just like Noah and his ark, I'll be fine. Bro. He was telling him, God told him to go out there and stay out there. The one-legged Florida man, nicknamed Lieutenant Dan, compared himself to Noah with his ark as he revealed he would not be heeding Tampa Bay's evacuation orders ahead of Hurricane Milton. The monster storm is due to hit Florida today. So it's supposed to be coming like late night, I think. Or I thought landfall like, I don't know, early hour morning, 1, 2 a.m., something like that. Depends. And people have been warned to leave. And I even did see something where they were like, there was one cop that he was telling people, and Tornado Granny said this the other day, he was like, if you don't evacuate the evacuation area, write your what do you say? I think your name, social security, or something on your body, so we can identify you when we find you. So this guy doesn't want to leave. His name is Joseph Maloniski, something like that. He lost his leg in a car accident when he was 16 years old. He said he'd just taken his eyes off the road for a second and he ran into another car going 45 miles an hour. I was expecting to be home in time for dinner. I got to the hospital. Within minutes, my entire family started showing up. His leg was amputated from below the knee, which earned him his nickname, and he still to this day, he still has to this day. In Forrest Gump, Lieutenant Dan lost both of his legs. So, okay. Forrest Gump!
About you.
Who's worried about this?
It's all over.
I'm good.
Are you okay? Everybody's worried about you.
Who's worried about this?
It's all over TikTok.
Everybody, like across the country.
I'm gonna go live in a minute.
Are you going to be okay?
I'm gonna be fine.
I don't think people realize you're so close to down. I mean, you could just get off if something bad happened. You know what I mean?
I'm not going anywhere because the safest place to be is on a boat in a flood. Okay, we learned that with Noah. Everybody that stayed on land drowned. Noah and the animals lived. So I'm fine.
Do you have any animals?
No, I wish I did.
Okay.
I could use 2 females.
Well, you got all the news crews right here during the storm, so you can just, if you need anything. Everybody's worried about you,
I know
buddy.
everybody's worried about me. Everybody wants me to get off the boat. People don't. Being that I'm tied up to the cleat on the dock there, and that's secured in the concrete, which is secured to all this thing, I have a secured anchor point.
Excuse
Tied
me.
to the boat.
Do you
If the
think
tide goes up, I go up. As long as the water stays out of the boat, I'll be fine. And the wind is, it's not a tornado. It's not going to get lifted up and thrown into Kansas. Okay, it's not like that. I'm not suicidal, but I'm putting it in God's hands and taking it out of mine and man's.
All right.
So I'm sitting tight. I'm going to play it out.
Well, like I said, we're all right up here, so if you need anything, everybody's parked right here, okay?
And I love you all, and I thank you for the concern. But I'm not nutty. I'm just doing what my father told me to do, and I'm doing it, and I'm being me. I don't go with the grain. I'm against the grain because it's all just, you're all robots. You're all sheep.
Oh shit! Y'all robots and y'all sheep. You're plugged into the matrix.
The masses. And I'm the black sheep. I'm the one that does what I feel is right. And I don't care what anybody says or wants to do about it. I do what I think is right. And since God found me 10 years ago when I found him, he's been my right hand all along. He told me to come here, I'm here. And I'm putting my life in his hands. I'm supposed to go home tonight, then I'm going to go home tonight because he's calling me home for dinner.
Well, we'll check on you, okay?
Thank
We'll
you.
be up here and we'll check on you.
I appreciate
All right.
it.
Thank you, sir. Stay
Thank you.
safe. You got some time to rest. All right.
Everybody's checking on this guy, refusing to leave. And so there were reports earlier that he was rescued. 2 hours ago, WTSP posted, Lieutenant Dan was rescued ahead of Hurricane Milton, Tampa, mayor says. That's what the mayor said. But then you have Brian Enton posting, he's not rescued. I know the mayor of Tampa said in her press conference that Lieutenant Dan went to a shelter. He didn't. I'm standing right here. What? Jeez. Oh, and this is the dog thing too. Florida Highway Patrol rescued this dog tied on a pole. Looks like the owner abandoned him amid Hurricane Milton.
Philadelphia 1313, 1065 signal forward.
But it's okay, buddy. It's okay.
1375 fly and
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Man, just left like that. That's cruel, man.
1313.
At least give the dog a fighting chance, not tie up the dog like that. That's really cruel, especially with the water that's going to be coming. The dog's already halfway submerged, right? So this dog would have died a pretty crappy death. had the cops didn't come and save him because the water's, by the time the hurricane comes, I would have drowned. So there's a lot of conflicting reports because TMZ says that the guy refused to leave, even though Brian Enton was there. And they even reference Enton's tweet. So, and Tampa police has been out there multiple times. There was this clip on TikTok warning him, and he's refusing to leave. The officer who Tampa Terrence claims is chief of Tampa, Lee Barcaw, tells Dan the police will come back the following day to forcibly evacuate him. And Lieutenant Dan says he'll see him tomorrow because he's not going anywhere. However, we've spoken to a rep for Tampa police who tells us they don't actually forcibly remove people. Thankfully, they say Lieutenant Dan has informed them he'll actually evacuate the boat. Even though, I don't know. Give me 1 second. That's Mama. See if she's coming or what.
Tornado activity all morning long, and now we're going to start to see this through the afternoon. So those are what I'm concerned about because those are looking to move to the northeast. Right. And we could see those starting to drift into our area, which is very concerning. So Broward obviously first, and then eventually into Palm Beach County. Good looking there, Brooke. And then we go to St. Lucie. We got one or two in St. Lucie, Vanessa.
So we have a couple. For some reason, we have one here down. It will expire on its own, but there's no storm there. And then the one that is pretty active that was confirmed is in Port St. Lucie right now until 2:45. And then the one in up towards Indian River County. Let's switch to the other radar. We have one in Indian River County heading towards Mico, like just north Brevard County. That'll be next. So our focus now is Okeechobee County and St. Lucie County.
Let's go into that St. Lucie County one, Vanessa, again, because that is, look at that hook, Vanessa.
Yeah, this is, and I told my friend right now, please stay away from windows. I'm really worried.
All right,
so who do we have in the live tracker right now, and where are they heading?
Terry Parker is in live tracker. She was in Martin County, heading north.
This, I believe, is Caleb Califano, and we did have Terry Parker in Martin County in another vehicle. This is Caleb Califano in our live tracker, which gives us different angles, front, back, top, side. Caleb, what are you seeing in there? Can you talk to us? Oh, he's not mic'd. Okay, so, but just take a look at this while he's driving. Which area is he in? Can you give us that? Okay, all right, so he's probably headed south. He was up on the Treasure Coast, I believe, in Fort Pierce area, so he's headed south.
Okay. But again, what we saw on Terry Parker's when she was in the live tracker, where we saw a lot of people on the roads, and this is what we don't want you to do right now, because if you are in any of these areas, Okeechobee County, as Vanessa just mentioned, St. Lucie County, Eastern Palm Beach County, Western Palm Beach County, near Clewiston, you need to be in a safe spot right now. And if
they're your family.
I was muted the whole time. Amazing. Yeah, I was saying that like it's not right here where I'm at. The wind is starting to pick up. My mother actually called me and told me, she was like, do you hear the wind? And I'm like, yeah. It's really not bad here yet, but over there, like Central Florida, by the coast, you can see the wind is just coming in. Sometimes it's kind of creepy when you're going through a hurricane and the wind is like howling at night. It's like kind of creepy. They're also saying that the animals are taking over or letting us know something's coming. This was hours before Milton set to strike Florida. Neighborhoods have witnessed an eerie spectacle, a group of sandhill cranes gathering and emitting sharp, urgent calls, as if signaling to flee. Oh, snap. Like some Jurassic Park shit or I don't know. Bro. Wow, it's like they're literally walking down the road. I don't know if you guys want me to put it like on a bigger screen. Let me see something. Is this going to be all? That's not what I want. Maybe I can do that. So you can have the, I don't know. Still want the little cameras on the side, but something like that. That's creepy, man. That's wild. I gotta send it to my mother. Oh my god. Damn, look at this. Heartbreaking. Aerial footage of Treasure Island shows a once vibrant city. I don't know about that music, but wow. Empty. And you see all this, there's still so much debris out there. That's part of the problem, man. So all this stuff, imagine, when this hurricane hits, all this stuff is probably going to go airborne, and on top, new debris. It's going to be a mess. Wow. Treasure Island. Very curious to see what's gonna come out of all this. Or we can listen to the scanner a little bit too. I don't know if people want to listen to the scanner. They have 5,000-6,000 people, or I can just keep pulling up clips. Tornado damage in Fort Myers at Colonial and Orangewood. Multiple roofs gone. Wow. Man, I hope I don't lose power, but they're saying it's possible for a lot of Florida to lose power. I remember one time a hurricane came, and before it even made landfall, we lost power. I was like, that's just not even here yet. We lost power. This guy, Ed Cranstein, says, I'm at home, my Fort Myers, Florida, awaiting the arrival. This tornado touched down in Clewiston. It's just 60 miles northeast of us. Oh. Well, the dog was rescued, Alyssa. Thankfully, I don't know if you saw that. You might have came after. The dog was rescued by cops. But yeah, that was really messed up. They could have at least let him go, or offered the dog to somebody, or just at least if the dog was loose, we'd have a fighting chance, Lieutenant Dan. There was another clip that I wanted to show you guys. Oh, did I watch this? Let's see.
All right, Dan, here's your wish. GoPro.
Oh, they got him GoPro.
Whoa. Yep. Use that thing.
Now,
Film it. All the experiences, because I know you're staying, you're not leaving.
We're gonna go live on everything.
Let's go.
We go live last night. We're gonna set up a little bit. Let's go live again. And as long as I can keep this thing charged.
Yeah, that's the problem with those GoPros. The battery life, not that great. Well, somebody did this meme. Lieutenant Dan. God told him to be out there.
All right, we're live on the scene. Here. We got Diesel, Lieutenant Dan.
We saw this yesterday.
This is what he got working with today. Is this gonna hold or what?
Yeah, it's gonna work.
It's gonna work, huh?
I just gotta keep
You're in San Francisco?
on this side of these poles.
Yup.
Because once I get on those side of the poles, then I'm in your world. And I want to stay in my world.
Yeah.
They can't do shit to me on it here.
This will hold. These tires, yeah.
Somebody said that the tide's going up to 8 feet, but I don't believe that. I think 5. Up to 5.
And a Dan out there, man, risking it all. This was a tornado posted online. I-75. Whoa. Oof. Damn, tearing through. Wow. Let's have the
Congressman Corey Mills, Florida 7th District. Want to give you a quick update. As we know, the storm is moving in. We're getting to that point where evacuation is no longer a option for many, so sheltering in place will have to be that. If you're living in a mobile home that is unable to have tie downs, if you're having any type of issues where you require full-time power, whether you need oxygen, whether you need different things, please look at the shelters and also call our offices so we can direct you to a location. Give you a quick update on what's going on. We've got about 25 different generators, 3,000 to 5,500 watts each, with another 49,000 watt generators coming in, and 50 Starlink systems as well for our perishable, non-perishables, diapers, wipes, and water. So we will be picking up those other generators tomorrow. The 15 of those will be distributed in Seminole County to help with the shelters as well as for whatever the Emergency Management Center is looking for. I've been in contact with Commissioner Jay Zimbauer as well as for Alan Harris, who is in charge of the EMC there as the manager. And so I will keep you updated, but we will be on the move. We'll be assessing damages throughout the night and into tomorrow. But we are here. We are ready to respond. We will be working with our local, our state, and federal government responses and doing everything we can to get you back up and running. Stay safe, God bless, and pray for Florida. Thanks so much.
All right. Florida! Oh, this is kind of wild, too. The storm surge for Hurricane Milton is expected to be 15 feet. To give you an idea how deadly this is, here's a look.
Let's show you. Imagine this. Imagine 3 feet of storm surge right here. Now, if this amount of water catches you by surprise, it's too late to evacuate. Cars are floating around and floating away. There's large objects in here that could knock things down with a battering ram-like force. Now, there's no way, again, to evacuate with this kind of storm surge. But we know there's going to be places with more than 3 feet. Imagine 6 feet of storm surge. Now, this completely floods out the first floors of homes and businesses, and the only way to escape that is to move to the higher floor of a building. Now, unfortunately, there are going to be places that get more than 6 feet of storm surge flooding. Imagine this, 9 feet and even beyond of flooding, of inundation. This is practically not survivable. So please follow the advice of your local officials when they ask you to evacuate. And if you have any questions about what evacuation zone you're in, if you need to go and or where you need to go to floridadisaster.org. And by all means, everybody, please stay safe.
That is wild to see like that. I was thinking the other day too, like before they even had like they could really detect hurricanes like that. I can't imagine just being completely surprised out of nowhere, just the deaths that would happen. Wild. Oh, this is creepy too. This is eerie. There's people in North Carolina still without power. I wonder what the numbers are at now. Crocodile fight. Ooh, what the hell was that? Wow, what is this from? Watch Hurricane Milton may cause 15-foot storm surges in Tampa, Sarasota, and Cape Coral. This is what a 15-foot surge looked like in Fort Myers Beach during Hurricane Ian 2 years ago. Wow. Oh, that was like the water. Wow. Yeah, man. tornado is still in the area, urge to stay indoors. This was Hurricane Ian 2 years ago. So I guess this is a reporter. He wanted to show how bad it can get, what it looks like. And that's what they're supposed to be getting potentially in Tampa, Sarasota, and Cape Coral. I've never dealt with flooding before, so I don't know what that's like, thankfully. Like heavy flooding, but there was a few of the hurricanes that it was kind of creepy at night. You just hear the howling and sometimes banging, just random, like just, Somebody messaged me today and she told me she's in North Carolina and she watches the channel. And she said she's missed the broadcast over the week because the lack of power, and she's taking care of her mother, has health issues and stuff. And so I guess she just says it's been difficult. Crazy. I kind of want to get a little update. Let's see.
Of Tampa, and I'm talking about the circulation. Where you see that icon there, that is where the eye is. That is where the strongest winds are within Milton. Now, some of the outer bands are already making it onshore to Florida. It's causing heavy rainfall, but also tornado warnings this afternoon. So every red box that you see there is a newly issued tornado warning. And you can see those red boxes there. You can see that heavy rain wrapping around anywhere from Fort Myers to Tampa and areas north along 75. I'm going to take you in on a close zoom in across southwest Florida. Areas like Naples, Fort Myers, on the lookout for potential tornadoes with the outer bands already working in to areas of Florida, as well as the heavy rainfall. But you can see there, even in central Florida,
that's true, Tricky,
dealing with some of those tornado warnings, active tornado warnings. And I have seen some confirmed tornadoes this afternoon in southwest Florida. So we'll be watching that. Another wide view of just how large this storm is. We are looking at this storm spanning anywhere from North Florida all the way to southwest Florida. And again, landfall hasn't happened yet, but we are expecting it sometime late tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look now at the tornado watch that's in place. It extends along I-95 between Daytona Beach, south towards West Palm Beach, Miami, and Marco Island, Fort Myers, Sarasota, they're all included, Tampa as well. Pretty much the southern half of Florida is included in a tornado watch. And again, that's because of the outer bands of Milton making their way into inland Florida. I'm going to take you now on the forecast track. So this is when we're projecting landfall. Right now, it's still considered a Category 4 storm, but as it approaches Sarasota, it's going to interact with the land. It's also interacting with something called wind shear. That's what's helping drop the category. But even with this drop in category, still considered a major hurricane with max sustained winds of 125 miles per hour. Landfall is expected late tonight, sometime approaching midnight, but
that's what
felt well before that. I mean, we're already talking about those tornado warnings. So again, this is Wednesday, 7 p.m. We're going to see this move inland as a hurricane. So that's something interesting with this particular storm. It's going to keep its hurricane strength.
I don't know,
even
Tricky.
though it's going to be over land. Land generally does weaken these type of storms, and that's exactly what's happening, but still a Category 1 as it closes in on Melbourne on the eastern side of Florida there. Now this is now showing you the location Thursday, 7 in the morning. I'm expecting the eye of Milton to exit Florida Thursday afternoon. So that's what it looks like there. We'll see this.
There's still people on the road,
rain
too.
looks to stay on the northern part of this track. And let me show you what I mean by that. This is a quick view at our spaghetti.
The scanner audio is probably going to be interesting once the hurricane lands. I'm kind of curious. I wanted to find some stories of people. By the way, that TikTok girl that we saw the other day that was talking about she's like stranded, she can't go anywhere, doesn't have the money, and blah, blah, blah. I was watching some press conference. I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday. There's a bunch of shelters. Some of them are getting maxed to capacity, but there's a bunch of shelters people can go to. It's not a comfortable situation. The lady was like, you're going to have to sit on the floor probably, or, you know, next to a bunch of people or whatever, but at least you're safe. Hurricane Milton. Let's see what we got here. Stubborn influencer refuses to evacuate. Let me see. Hold up.
I'm going to die. It's Zone A, mandatory evacuation. Listen, I didn't evacuate. I can't drive, first of all. Second of all, the airport is closed. Third of all, the last time I evacuated for a hurricane, I went to my mom's house in Northport. Her whole street flooded and we were evacuated after 3 days without power and food or running water by the U.S. military. It was very traumatic. And so I don't want to evacuate to my mom's house because the last time I did that, it was the worst time ever. I'm going to die.
Damn. Sure, we were smiling too and shit. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna die. There was somebody that was at the beach today, and they got a lot of backlash for being out there. What was that? Oh. That was my outside.
Everybody, we're here in Fort Myers situation as part of those vans start arriving here in the area. You can see visibility is very low. Right behind all that is the volcano.
Ginger Biscuit just says she can't drive. I hope she can swim.
Barely see it right now. Police have that area completely shut down. No one is allowed to go into the island. For sure, a very scary situation. Strong winds, lots of rain here.
Yeah, honestly, if I didn't have my daughter, I'd probably be going out there. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in the eye of the hurricane, but I'd probably go get some content out there if I could. Heavy rain started in Tampa. Viral kayaker from Helene says he's going to ride it out.
So many people are specifically concerned and worried about you. So I'm glad to see you. But the storm is coming.
Yeah,
and the Tampa mayor is saying you really should evacuate. Why are you risking by staying?
I've been watching the weather really close. Like I said, I've been going through this for 42 years as a native Floridian. This is where I plan to be. I got some lights, more battery packs. I have the kayak. I have a life jacket. I have an inflatable unicorn. I have a couple of escape options.
Florida man. The first comment under this post is cocaine is a hell of a drug. Okay. Florida man caught on camera. Smiling too. Jovial. Wow. His facial expression says it all. Bro. So, I guess so. I guess he's a pro. Wow. Have an inflatable unicorn. I don't know, man. I'm kind of curious to after. I mean, I hope nobody passes away, right? But I'm curious to see some of these people who knew that how dangerous it is, and were refusing to leave, like the Lieutenant Dan guy.
So today's the day. Why is it bigger than Florida? It looks horrible outside. I made the mistake of looking online, and low-key, I'm freaking out. The water in this canal is already overflowing. The hurricane's not here yet. It was supposed to be a category 4 by now. It's still a 5. The main reason why I stayed here is because it's supposed to be a category 3 by the time I hit Tampa. It's kind of too late now. I still have plenty of food if this thing takes me out.
Bro, literally, what do you got? Some watermelon in a cupboard? What's that? That's your supplies? And a can of Red Bull?
Plenty of food if this thing takes me out. It's been a hell of a series. So today's the day. Why is it big?
Wow. Plenty of food shows half an empty pantry with some watermelon that will go bad tomorrow. I can't make this up, man. 35K likes. Bro, what food? The loose watermelon in the cabinet is the wildest part of the video. Oh, man. Dude, all you have to do is go on TikTok. See what the kids are saying. Damn.
This will be the last time I record from outside. It's really starting to come down. It's 12 o'clock Wednesday. Within the next few hours is when we're going to really start feeling it, and into the overnight hours. Got our you loot, we shoot sign. It can get crazy after the hurricanes. We've seen some people don't have a level head after a hurricane. Have to prepare for the worst. We'll be bunkering down. It's my sister, my husband, and I with our 4 kids. Have the kiddos getting their last shower in before we lose power. 2 big generators ready to go once it's safe to hook up. I ignore my Christmas lights. They made it through Ian, so maybe they'll make it. It's coming, guys. I'm gonna post again later. The wind's really starting to pick up. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way back inside now. We're getting our vehicles inside the garage, parking it as close as we can to the house.
Damn.
We've got our
So I guess she's staying. I guess she's in that area.
kayak strapped up over there. We got another one in the front. Yeah. Update again later. This will be the last time.
One of the warnings that I saw them give too is that if you start to get flooding, to cut off the power for your house. Because, you know, of course, the water starts getting in the sockets and stuff. Cause a fire. So I guess she's staying for whatever reason. Let's see, what's her name? Oh shit, look what she posted here.
This will be the last time I record from outside.
Look at the thumbnail. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's grayed out, but it says
I know you mentioned you are not in the eye of the storm, but we are praying for you and your family's safety, Yellow Heart.
Thank you, Miley. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 20. Look at the thumbnail. You loot, we shoot. FAFO, and there's a cross. You loot, we shoot. Let me see. Yeah, thank you so much for that super chat. Yeah, pull it up here again. Yeah, no, I'm not in the eye. I think we're just gonna get some winds, rain. I don't know. Maybe tornado in the area. One of the last hurricane, I forgot that. Wasn't really close either. Wasn't in the path of the eye, but we still got like tornado warnings and stuff. Cities are like right next to me or a city over. FAFO. It's interesting to see some of these stories.
Hey,
wow,
so we ended up sealing off our door with garbage bags and taping it in case any water comes seeping in. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I figured something's better than nothing. We wasn't able to get any sand I think they were giving it away at the YMCA, and we wasn't able to get any. We drove by there this morning and it was all gone. So we just tried to improvise and stuff garbage bags in between the door. We also put several layers of towels down and rugs also. So that's what that pile is.
I wonder where her location is. I don't know if that's gonna help.
Around the door just in case anything comes seeping in. So not sure if it's gonna work.
She hashtag Port Charlotte. Maybe that's where she's at.
but hey, it's worth a try, you know.
Wow.
Hey, so
Let me see if she has any other videos on there. Crazy times, crazy times. Oh, she has shutters though, looks like.
So I just came outside to just check to see how it is out here. This is my street. We do have like a trench down here. For all the people that are saying like our taped up door is not gonna work, the door may not work. I don't know. We just tried it, but we do. I just want people to know we do have a cinder block home, and we have metal shutters on all our windows. And we have like a little slope here in our yard, a little trench here. Okay, so we're not just completely flat. It is very windy out here. That's the sky. It is looking a bit crazy. Those clouds are moving. But yeah, so I just came out here just to check, just to see, like, because we can only see out the peephole because these metal shutters. So I looked at the peephole and I can't really, you know.
That's the other thing about shutters. Yeah, the whole house is like dark the whole time. It's like this. I mean, obviously if you have some lights inside the house, but most part, especially if you lose power, it's probably gonna be dark unless you have candles, flashlights, or generator. So it's like eerie. It's like dark the whole time. You're in there waiting for the hurricane to pass, whether it's day or night or whatever.
You know, see too much. So I decided to come out through the garage and to really see like what was going on. But right now it's just very windy. It's not too bad right now. But I wanted to see if my neighbors, if they left or not. But everybody's still at their house. Like everybody's just boarded up. Everybody's still at their homes. So we still gonna ride it out. Like that's just what it is. Like me and my family are gonna ride it out. I was trying to see if I needed to be deployed. I did sign up to kind of be a crisis, part of a crisis response team. But I'm not sure that my dogs, I have 3 dogs, I'm not sure that they can come with me to the shelter. The recruiter told me to.
All right, let's keep moving. Let's see if we find any other stories. This was 34 minutes ago.
It's now 2 p.m. October 9th here in Tampa, Florida. I did not evacuate, as we know.
Oh, God.
I still have electricity. Wi-Fi is working fine. Outside's starting to look a little dicey, so let's just see what that feels like. All right, there's like a bunch of sheets of rain. All right, hold on, let me flip the camera so y'all can see. Damn. All right, so trees are starting to sway. The water is going like every which way. It's not moving one direction anymore. And if you can kind of see, it's like waves of wind and rain coming through. All in all, it feels very warm out. I don't know if that's normal. I don't know if that's good. It probably can't be. But yet, the water is still very, very low in the river. They're also boarding up all of the businesses around me, which, yeah, okay. I'll give y'all another update here in like, I don't know, an hour or two if shit really starts to go left. But I'll keep you as updated as humanly possible and as safe as I can. It's now...
Yeah, so there's people that are staying back for whatever reason, not leaving. And she's right by the water. Okay. Some of these people I might come back and check on. I might leave their pages open in my tabs. Let's see. Tick tock, don't stop. Oh, 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 oh.
Inches of rain close toward Daytona Beach, 8 to 12 still in that category. The southern tip of Florida, we're looking at anywhere between 1 to about 4 inches of rain. Another quick look at Hurricane Milton with max sustained winds of 149 miles per hour. Again, it's still moving to the northeast.
Tornado, that's an interesting thing because I don't know. I was thinking about what are we going to do with the dogs? Where are they going to go to the restroom or whatever, you know? I saw someone say get a kid pool, put grass on it, and put it indoors for the dogs to potty on.
17 miles per hour. It is closing in on landfall that happens later today. Again, this is a historic storm. It's going to cause some damage across the western coast of Florida. This is also considering that we just had impacts from Hurricane Helene. There's a lot of debris still on the ground, and unfortunately that's going to be a big issue. It's going to add another layer to this when we're talking about floodwaters and when we're talking about high wind speeds. So that's going to add another threat, just that extra debris that's still flowing around. You can always stay updated with us right here on WFAA Plus. We'll keep you updated throughout the day and throughout the night with the latest on Hurricane Milton.
Fred is good with them. He'll use them. Ricky, not so much. All right, let's see what else is going on. What other updates we got with this hurricane situation is coming in. They say late hours tonight, 12. I had heard the same thing, like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I guess they moved it up because at first I heard 12. Now they're saying, sorry, at first I heard 2. Now they're saying 12. Kick streamer risks his life trying to survive Hurricane Milton for the Aiden Ross $70,000 challenge. He put up a challenge for that? The only thing with that is if somebody gets killed. Are you liable? No, I don't know. Did he make him sign papers? Maybe he made him sign papers.
I need to get the fuck out of here! Am I lagging? No, my phone's getting fucked up. No! Come on! Shit! No! Help! Oh my god! No! Okay, I made it. I'm on it. Okay.
Oh, he's live streaming,
okay,
yeah.
Zoomed in. Okay. It's getting too active. Me, save me!
He's kind of trolling too, but he's gonna get himself in a situation.
Okay, it's starting to calm down. Oh shit! No, bro. That shit's starting to pick.
That's what he said. Can we put Kick Streamer on your tombstone or not?
It's all good though. You feel me? The Get Off community strikes.
Wow. There's gonna be all kinds of wild stuff happening. Florida man Ty. Oh, this is for real? So T-Bag posted this earlier in Discord. I thought it was like a troll or a joke. Not that he did, but like I thought the picture. I thought he photoshopped this shit. Florida man tied his house down to the ground awaiting Hurricane Milton. Will this work? Maybe to try to hold down the roof? Keep the roof in place? Wow. When he wakes up and sees his house gone.
Natural selection law.
Man, it's crazy, man. Miss Dog Lover, thank you for the super chat. I guess it's for real. Kick streamer gets arrested for breaking into an apartment building while chasing Hurricane Milton for a $70,000 prize. He now faces charges of armed burglary and resisting arrest without violence.
Like, what kind of building is this?
It's a condo building.
I know, but is it rated for hurricanes?
It's in the red evacuation zone. It's 500 feet away from the water.
Yeah, but do you know what kind of windows it has?
I don't know, but they're broken. It has like these shattered windows.
Oh my god. While streaming too. Bro, these kids, they'll do anything, man. Cops. So they're all doing this for the $70,000 reward?
Let me see your hands! Police!
My hands are up.
Get down here! Right now!
your phone down.
On the ground now.
I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground.
Bro! Dang. Some of the press conferences I did see that they were saying, if you think you're going to be looting and stealing and doing all this shit, think again. So they got his ass. Holy moly.
What building are you in?
That's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. Huge tornado outbreak ongoing in Florida. Wow. This guy posted this. Ooh, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Ooh. I wonder what these like red things mean. Like not the circles, but the boxes. Wow. Scary out there. These people, man. Cop rescued the dog. We just talked about that. Do not do this to your pets. Yeah, this is wild, dude. I don't know who did that. Got the hell out of Dodge. Is this true? Somebody says here, Nick Sorter says, I really hate to report this, but the unaliving rate in western North Carolina has skyrocketed in the 10 days since Helene. I've spoken with some officials from multiple counties who have confirmed this to me. People who have lost everything ended up trapped, had no communications with the outside world, no food or water, and nobody came to help them. It's infuriating. Wow, I've got to look into that. Let me look at western North Carolina. I don't know where he got that from. I don't see it. I'm curious where he got that from. What?
Go over this. Go yourself, you. You wear that banana? You wear that banana suit?
Oh shit.
Go over this.
18-year-old Shane Thomas not too happy to see photographers and reporters after arrest this morning in Plymouth, CWP, where he lives at home with his parents. He's charged for felony aggravated assault on Philly police during car meetups last month while wearing banana costumes. Oh my god, what is that shit? Oh, I was like, what am I getting myself into right there? I thought it was something. Oh, so there's him dressed up. Police say Thomas helped lead detectives to himself by posting selfie video and pics to social media from the car meetups. Hurricane.
Milton also considering that we just had impacts from Hurricane Helene. There's a lot of debris still on the ground, and unfortunately, that's
Ooh, check this out. Florida's not playing around. Thank you, Rachel, for tagging me in this. Florida sheriff says if you're a predator, you're not allowed at the shelter. You need to go to county jail, and we'll accommodate you in the lobby of the building. You've probably seen it before.
Anyone that comes in will be checked to make sure that they are not a fugitive and not wanted, not a sex offender. If you are a predator, you are not allowed at the rimfire shelter. If you are designated under Florida law as a sex predator and you need shelter, you need to go to the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility. That's the county jail on Justice Lane, and we will accommodate you in the lobby of that building. You've probably seen it before, I would guess.
And speaking of, excuse me. Speaking of this whole situation, this is something I heard as well, that several Florida jails and prisons refused to evacuate ahead of Hurricane Milton. So they're just staying there in the correctional facilities. Despite being in evacuation zones, correctional facilities will keep thousands of residents on site. Woo! It'll be a hell of a ride when the power goes out. Wow.
So every red box that you see there is a newly issued tornado warning. And you can see
Thank you,
those
darling.
red boxes there. You can see that heavy rain wrapping
I agree,
around
Misfits.
anywhere
Yeah,
from
it's
Fort
true.
Myers to Tampa and areas north along 75. I'm going to take you in on a close zoom in across southwest Florida. Areas like Naples, Fort Myers, on the lookout for potential tornadoes, with the outer bands already working in to areas of Florida, as well as the heavy rainfall. But you can see there, even in central Florida, dealing with some of those tornado warnings, active tornado warnings. And I have seen some confirmed tornadoes this afternoon in southwest Florida. So we'll be watching that. Another wide view of just how large this storm is. We are looking at this storm spanning anywhere from North Florida all the way to southwest Florida. And again, landfall hasn't happened yet, but we are expecting it sometime late tonight.
Late tonight.
Let's go ahead and take a look now at the tornado watch that's in place. It extends along I-95 between Daytona Beach, south towards West Palm Beach, Miami, and Marco Island, Fort Myers, Sarasota there, all included, Tampa as well. Pretty much the southern half of...
Here's a picture of the dog, apparently. I just saw this right now, and might make you happy for the dog lovers. I guess he's doing okay in the back of the cop car. Florida troopers rescued a dog that was tied to a fence in Hurricane Milton's path. Thankfully, this pup is in his hands and has already been to the vet. Crazy. I'm getting out of here. Fuck this. That thing is so wild, to that video of them flying through the hurricane. Let's see, what's the latest? If you're near Venice, Florida, and still within 5 miles of the coast, please move to a designated shelter immediately. The track for Hurricane Milton has shifted south. The eye of the storm is shifting southward and is now projected to come ashore between Sarasota and Venice. According to this person, they posted a picture. A tornado went through Malacha, Florida, wreaking havoc even before Milton made landfall. Let's take a look. Yeah. There's no sound with it though. Yeah. You're in a hotel? Tornado. Oh, they're live. There's a press conference happening now. Hurricane, let me see, Orange County. Guess we can get the live update. Let me see if I can find the... I mean, we could watch it on Twitter, but let's see. Orange County press conference. Okay. They're about to do something live right now. We don't need that music, though. About to do something live. Oof. Wind's picking up over here. I might go later. I do have to move some more things in before later. But I did the hard part earlier today. Tornado warning. Where to find food, water, and fuel ahead of... Okay, somebody's... That's nice, somebody made a post. Apparently you can't find toilet paper. Alright, let's see what else while we wait for the press conference. So Orange County is Orlando. They say Orlando's going to get hit hard, but supposedly that person said the eye kind of shifted where it's going to make landfall. Let's see.
That Milton is producing. Now this surge, it does extend from Tampa to Cedar Key.
It does look like it did shift.
2 to 5 feet.
Maybe.
And on the other side, the other coast, the east coast.
Oh, it depends where it goes.
3 to 5 feet of storm surge also going to be possible.
Oh, they started now.
He is prepared to respond, and we will discuss those details this afternoon with the personnel who are here today. Happy to have with us Commissioner Scott and Commissioner Myra Uribe. Thank you all both for being with us. We also have with us United States Congressman Maxwell Frost. The mayor will do an introduction of Congressman Frost here in a moment, but we will begin our comments this afternoon with Mayor Demings. Mayor?
All right, thank you, Dr. Williamson. Thank you to all of you. I don't have to tell our community. We're already beginning to feel some of the effects of a major category storm within our community. Certainly at this point, we will be experiencing these conditions for the next several hours, in fact, until approximately 6 p.m. tomorrow. So we have a long way to go, a lot to do within our community. At this present time, we are now under a tornado watch. What the National Weather Service is telling us is that we will likely continue to be under a tornado watch throughout the duration of the storm. All of the residents of Orange County at this point should have started the process of protecting themselves and their properties. But if you have not completed that process, we're urging you to get out and make certain that you complete the preparation. We certainly want all people within our community to be well sheltered by 10 p.m. tonight. It is suggested that you really should be off the roadways by no later than 6 p.m., but you should be well sheltered by 10 p.m. tonight. At this point, we are working here 24 hours a day within our Emergency Operations Center. The storm is moving faster than was anticipated, but again, we do not expect it to exit the county until about 6 p.m. tomorrow. That means that there's a strong possibility of localized flooding, flash flood warnings, and even flash flood emergencies are possible beginning tonight. In addition to heavy rain in Orange County, we anticipate sustained tropical storm force winds at 45 to 65 miles per hour overnight, and we will likely see wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour. That means that there's going to be some damage within our community. It means that we're likely going to have some localized flooding again. But we're prepared. We have done a lot of work with our Public Works Department to lower the water bodies throughout the county. We have pre-positioned pumping systems throughout the county to help us should we have additional localized flooding. We've opened our special needs shelters throughout the county as well as our general population shelters. They were open as of yesterday. The 4 special needs shelters have approximately 240 people between them. That number includes clients and caregivers. Lynx has been assisting us in getting persons who are unsheltered to our various shelter locations. I want to say publicly to Lynx, thank you for the work that you've been doing. However, Lynx plans to cease operations at 3 p.m. today. Although there may be a few buses that will still be out, effectively their operations cease at 3 p.m., did cease at 3 p.m. In our 11 general population shelters, we currently have over 1,300 individuals there. That means that we have about 28% of our capacity is taken up.
Wow.
We can hold up to 4,000 people within our shelters. And so if you're one of those persons who needs to go to shelter, we do have space in our shelter locations for you to go. You can go to our website at ocfl.net, and there's a long list of where those specific shelter locations are as well. We are taking care of everybody, every animal even within our community. You may find it interesting that today at our various shelters there are 68 dogs, 28 cats, 1 bird, and 1 mouse. All cohabitating together in one location. At the Orange County shelter, more than 250 animals are being cared for. Our staff at our shelter will ride it out with those pets or animals that are at our local shelter. And so that's really a testament to the type of teamwork that we have here within Orange County. In addition, we have prepared our community. Within the last few days, we have distributed over 200,000 sandbags to our citizens, and that worked extremely well for us within our community. Also, I want to share with you that our utilities has comprehensive emergency personnel in place for our water and wastewater facilities to provide essential services to residents during severe weather. As a reminder, storing tap water in sanitized containers for drinking and cooking is an easy alternative to buying bottled water. I know some people can't help themselves and they're going to buy bottled water anyway, but it is a way to help yourselves. During periods of widespread and extended power outages, residents are asked to reduce their impact on the wastewater system by reducing water usage where possible. Today and tomorrow, our utilities will not be working with our haulers to collect residential curbside garbage or waste. In other words, there will be no garbage or curbside service for yard waste until Friday and Saturday. So today, Wednesday, and Thursday, no garbage collection. We will start on Friday and Saturday. Also, our fire rescue department worked this morning to make certain that their operational readiness was in place. They continue to make certain that those who are in prone areas for flooding have been given various warnings. That has taken place. Keep in mind that some of Orange County residents may have already experienced power outages as early as this morning. We still have a ways to go, but our utilities companies are assuring us that they will try to restore power as quickly as possible.
I hope so.
What Visit Orlando has reported to us is that we are near capacity with the 103,000 hotel rooms that we have in our community. They are 75 to 90% full at this time. The best way to find a hotel, if you're looking, is to go on reservations.com and also go to Expedia. Advent Health asks that I share some information with you. If you are in need of health care during the storm and you're not able to leave your homes or go to hospitals, there's an alternative for you. You can do a video visit with a medical provider for patients in Florida. The video visit started this morning and will be offered through Thursday, October the 10th at 8 p.m. With the use of the code Milton. The video visits are available 24/7. Again, that is through Advent Health. The Orlando Utilities Commission could not be present for this press briefing, but they asked that I read a statement about their service delivery. As Hurricane Milton approaches Florida, OUC is ready to respond. Electric and water crews are in place and are ready to restore services as needed and when it is safe to do so. Additionally, mutual aid crews from other states have arrived and continue to arrive to stage for post-storm response. To get additional information, you can simply sign up for outage alerts, often in English and Spanish, by texting REG to 69682, which is my OUC. With that, I'm going to ask Congressman Maxwell Frost to come forward and share some information with you from a federal perspective, and then I'll come back up after Maxwell Frost. Congressman Frost.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being here as we discuss Hurricane Milton and
Oh,
the serious threat that it
this guy's
poses to the
crazy.
community. I have 3 quick points.
Hold on. Let's take a look at JLR for a minute. Look at this guy. Holy moly! What are you doing out there? Wow. I wonder where he's at. What part of it? Oh my god. Wow.
Down and then it goes. It's absolutely sick. Crazy.
What? And the road is empty. At first I thought that was somebody telling him to get off the road, but then I realized it was him. Oh my god.
Did I lose my media badge? No, I got it. I got it.
I wonder where he's gonna stay. Oh, he's been live for a long time. 6 hours.
You're gonna get crazy winds. You're gonna get
7
here
hours.
through this wind tunnel.
I wonder what his plan is. Once the hurricane comes to make landfall, where's he gonna go?
JLR investigates reporting from St. Pete.
Oh, St.
These
Pete.
gusts are crazy, folks.
Wow, it's that windy over there, huh? Holy moly, it's coming. Whoop.
My whole car is shaking.
Oh, thank you, Z-Sola. I found... Yeah, you can send it to me on Discord. No. Tricky Vicky said, did I see the woman that got thrown by... Let me see. Thrown by a typhoon. No, across... In the air. The typhoon in Hong Kong last year. It's very comical, but only because... Oh, she made it. Okay, okay. I was like, damn, you're morbid. Well, it's pretty wild. Hopefully he has a plan out there. He has a plan out there. I don't know what he's gonna do once the... I mean, this thing's gonna be here in hours.
This is the current weather conditions right here in St. Pete, Florida. JLR investigates. These winds now are coming in.
Wow. Wild. You getting back out? Oh shit, he got back out. Let me see this real quick. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? So yeah, he's streaming. I guess he's doing boots on the ground. So if you can check out his page anytime if you want to see that. I've been watching. So the channels I've been watching the Hey Ryan channel. Or Ryan. Let me get the right name. Ryan and also Max Velocity. Ryan Hall, y'all. He has almost 300,000 people watching. Holy moly. And it's really good. And I also like the guy, Max Velocity. So sometimes I'm chilling in the house and I'm prepping, getting ready for the storm stuff. I actually got this grill thing last night, a Blackstone. I don't think I fully did it properly. I gotta get the whole thing to turn, I guess, black. I should probably try to get it done tonight. Finish the rest of it. But yeah, sometimes when I'm chilling, I'll have them in the background. I'll put it on the TV. Let's see, where's he going now? Wow. Oh, retrimmer. Or Timmer, sorry, yeah. I forgot about that person too.
JLR investigates St. Pete. Hurricane, yeah, I mean, it's pretty, this thing's moving. When's landfall? Can someone tell me landfall? Looks like landfall's been sped up.
So, yeah, that's JLR. I just want to check in a little bit, see what he was doing. In a little bit, I want to go pick up my mother. I think I'm going to go. She was going to take an Uber here, but I think I'm just going to go pick her up if it's not crazy outside. When she gets off of work. And then we're just going to chill tonight, bunker down. If it starts getting crazy, maybe I'll come on. If I still have power, I'll try to come on for a little bit. And I'll have the GoPro in full blast outside. I gotta find a way to hold it more in place, though, the GoPro, so it doesn't go flying away. Let me do a couple more scans, and then if not, I'll probably jump off for a little bit. Oh, but I did want to look at this Brian Enton a little bit. There's some interesting stuff. All the debris. Getting ready for Hurricane Milton. This debris from Helene could be a real problem.
Hey, everybody. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to get on before I start talking. Gulfport, Florida, which is near Tampa, on the coast near Tampa. I don't know how many of you guys know where Gulfport is, but I did Banfield last night, anchored from Miami, and then we got up early and drove over here. And the traffic...
It's like 12 a.m. landfall.
On Alligator Alley. Of course, there wasn't any traffic going in the direction I was going to come over here to the West Coast, but there's a lot of traffic of people evacuating, headed from the West Coast to the East Coast to Fort Lauderdale and Miami. So if you are in the Tampa area and planning to get out, definitely give yourself some time, because Alligator Alley was really backed up, headed east. Good thing was I was able to get gas pretty easily at a couple of spots. I just keep topping off my tank. So gas didn't really seem to be an issue, but I wanted to show you guys. So this is like one of the big issues right now is all of this debris. And this is just one corner, but like this whole part of Gulfport and a lot of communities in this part of Florida look like this. All of this debris is from Hurricane Helene. A lot of these buildings flooded from Helene a couple of weeks ago, and they had all of their debris out here on the street when they were cleaning up, not knowing that there was going to be another hurricane. Well, now Milton is coming, and they haven't been able to pick up all the debris yet, and there's so much of it. And you can just imagine like what a problem this is going to be when this hurricane comes, because like the wind, I mean, this is going to be a nightmare. This stuff is going to go everywhere. And, you know, just feel for the people here, because they were trying to clean up, and there's no way. I mean, today would really be the last day for the city or whoever to come pick all this stuff up.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to get all that.
It's going to happen. So, this is going to be a real, I hate to say this, but it's the first thing that popped in my head, a real shit show.
Whoa, he cursed? I think it's the first time I heard him curse, I think. But, yeah, no, it's true. I can't imagine what this place is going to look like after the hurricane comes through.
Come tomorrow afternoon, night, and then Thursday, because this stuff is going to be everywhere. And this area floods bad, so there's going to be more water here.
Big furniture.
It's sad seeing everybody's stuff out here. And now they've got to deal with yet another storm. There's Luis. We just drove over. All of these houses flooded last time. I'll just walk across the street here and show you. It's just all of these roads have just debris all piled up outside the houses. So it is unfortunate because, again, all of this stuff is going to fly around and it's not going to be good. Check out the latest forecast models. I was just looking. It looks like a lot of the models have it shifting a little bit south. Milton, you know, which would be really good for Tampa. I mean, it wouldn't be good for other places, but it's still, I think, too soon to tell. You know how these storms are. They wobble at the last second, and it's just, you never really know exactly. They can kind of get the area that it's going to hit, but you never really know until like 8 hours before, it seems like. But yeah, this is just awful that there's this stuff everywhere, because again, it's just not going to be a good situation come tomorrow. Even if...
What the heck? TMZ just posted this. They're saying this is a, I don't know, creepy video. Dog appears to morph into a man. What? Hold on, let's see. So stupid, man. People are saying looks like the camera anomaly due to frame rate. Probably, yeah. Bro dropping frames due to lag. Y'all obviously never played an FPS game. It's clearly a blurry person kneeling down. I'm surprised they posted this shit. Or maybe I shouldn't be, but... It's real?
Even if this isn't a direct hit here, even if Tampa's spared, this is all still going to fly. I mean, you can see all these houses were flooded back from Helene.
Wow. Damn, still messed up.
What'd you say? Yeah, I'm on Twitter Live right now. I was just talking about how bad it is with all the debris.
Oh, be careful, Brian. Walking up on the wrong house. You got something I can do for you?
No, sir, I'm just a reporter. Okay. But I was just wondering, like, it's a shame with all this stuff out here. Like, is it all just going to fly, I guess?
Yeah, they were trying really hard to pick it up yesterday. They came out and they got a bunch of it up, but the lines for the dumps are unreal.
Yeah.
So if you look on TV, it's like real bad. So
everybody's just lined up?
Yeah, and the governor's making them keep the dumps open 24 hours a day.
So all of this was underwater with Helene, I'm guessing? Yeah.
Yeah, over there, my girl lives on the house on the corner over in DuPont. We ended up staying all night. Didn't mean to.
Did the water come in?
Oh yeah, we had, this one here probably had over 4 foot of water. The street down there was probably about 6 foot.
Wow.
It was fun.
Oh my gosh. So are you going to stay again this time?
No. Well, no, I live up here. I'm not in an evac zone.
Okay.
Yeah, these are all cleaned out. We're hoping this one gets taken away with the storm.
Just start over.
Yeah.
I hope this one looks bad.
It does. But it keeps moving south, so...
Yeah. That would be good for you guys here.
Yeah, hopefully it will.
I just can't believe all the stuff is out here like this. Like, and it's gonna... Because even if it's not a direct hit, it's all gonna blow. I mean...
Oh, yeah. They're still saying 100-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna be a war zone down here. You know what? This is definitely gonna be a hard-hit area tonight.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Bill.
Bill. All right. Thank you, Bill.
All right, man. Yeah,
good luck with everything.
Yeah,
I wasn't messing around with it. I was just looking around.
It's just, there's so many people to come down here just try to take advantage of the,
Yeah, like looters and stuff and take stuff. Yeah. No, we're with News Nation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my photographer down there. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. All right.
Come back Thursday and see what's left.
Oh my God. All right. Thank you.
All right, man.
See ya. Good luck.
Where's this bodyguard? You gotta have a bodyguard.
Right, so,
Milton.
Again, just all these little alleyways. There's just debris everywhere. So it's a shame all these houses are pretty insane.
crazy, man.
So hopefully everybody's doing okay. If you live around here, hopefully you're evacuating.
Short shorts.
You know, I'm from Florida, so people really judge people who don't evacuate, and I get it. You really should evacuate. I mean, like, again, this whole area is probably going to be underwater, was underwater, but I also, I don't know. I don't judge the people who don't evacuate. I think you should, but I also get it's really hard to leave your home. I mean, I've dealt with that too, and you've got animals, and I don't know. It's an emotional thing for people. So they should leave, but I also can kind of understand why some people, it's hard to do that. So anyway, I'm going to get off here, start doing...
All right. Get some other posts too.
The county has ordered a mandatory evacuation for zones A, B, and C. Please rush any storm preparations to completion and evacuate. The county has ordered a mandatory evacuation for zones A, B, and
Having this weird euphoric moment, being able to top off the gas right now in our SUV after stumbling on an open gas station, going to bed. Oh, that was 16 hours ago. This was the... Dan, we just covered that. And then this was... Wind from the Hurricane Milton is picking up and this crane is starting to spin in Tampa. Yeah. Oh, is it gonna hit the... Wow. And JLR's still out there too. Oof. All right. Well, I'm gonna get off for now, guys. But I'll check in with you guys later. I'll be I'm active on Discord, so I'll keep you guys posted, like if I lose power or whatever. But you know, it should be fine. Not in the path. The path. I think the most maybe lose power. I mean, I don't know how windy it's gonna get. But lose power, which sucks, you know. But lose some power probably. I don't know how long it would take for them to fix and all that stuff. All right, I'm gonna go pick up my mother in a little bit too. Pick up Mama. It looked crazy earlier today too when the plants were out there, because they were like, I was worried about the bougainvillea. I was like, damn, all the flowers are gonna be blown off. Wait till it starts like raining and thundering out there too. Oof. All right, guys. Take care, man.